Welcome back, everyone, to part 3 of Pokémon Dungeons, Web of Darkness. Hello, yes, I'm in chat. Okay, so it's been a little while. Is that better? That should be a little bit better than... It's still high compared to my voice. Okay. Maybe that's a little bit better. I don't really know what else to do. Let me turn on crisp real quick. Okay, so that should be a little bit better. Unfortunately, my crisp free trial ran out, so I only get an hour's worth of echo cancellation per day. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. They gotta make money somehow. Maybe there's some sort of other free-to-use echo cancellation thing for mics. I can look around. Okay. I have made a number of changes since the last time I played this. I'm constantly doing new things based on feedback that I'm getting. So first things first, let's go up here, up in the toolbar. There's this notebook. I made an extended list of rules. We're going to go through them. A lot of them should be kind of fairly obvious based on things I've been doing, but some of them may not be, so I'll probably explain in better detail. And also, for those that watch on YouTube, I mean, I made a playlist of this, and also I edited out the stream, the starting soon at the beginning, so the YouTube playlist is a lot more watchable and curated, as well as having links to all of the different mods that I use in the descriptions. So I'm keeping this this playthrough, or this series, kind of neatly organized. Welcome, Emperor of Cheese, welcome. I'm really low in audio. I don't know how to fix that then. Because my microphone is... I mean... It's at the maximum volume that I can do. Hang on, let me check my computer settings and see if that has been altered any. Because sometimes it likes to do that. Because I have made a number of changes, both to Streamlabs as well. One of which is I added the audio files into Streamlabs, so that way I can just click between them and turn them off at will, rather than using like an outside player. I don't really see any issues, like natively to the PC. Right click. Yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. You sounded louder to me on Discord. Really? I don't... Okay, so Nemo, whenever you do recordings, how do you set up your microphone in Streamlabs then? You don't add the microphone directly. You use an outside source. Test. Does that sound any better? Well, yeah, you hear double because I added 2. I'm using Crisp. So I don't know if Crisp is making the audio... I mean, I can turn it off and see if it does anything. But I mean, if I do that, then you guys are going to hear background noise too. Okay, I mean, I changed it, so I don't know if there's any difference or not. You guys are going to have to let me know. Much better? Well, then, I guess that means the noise cancellation was making me sound lower. This is the worst part of streaming. I hate this. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to go with that then. It's fine? Okay, cool. Alright. It kind of made me salty. You know what? Stream over. Okay, let's go through the rulebook. Characters take turns in order to determine their actions. The order is ranked by the speed stat from highest to lowest. Okay, yeah, we already knew that. Once all players finish their actions, enemies may take any available actions. Attack if a character is in range, etc., and so forth. Again, that's something you should know if you've watched this before, is that the characters take their turns before the enemies do. And in order to determine movement routes, you have to roll 2d6. So again, that's something that you should know if you've watched this before. The result of the roll determines the maximum movement range for that character's turn. A character may move fewer spaces than that number, but cannot exceed the number. For example, if a character rolls a 5, they may only move 3 spaces if they so choose, but cannot move 6 spaces because that would exceed the number they received. So that is a bit of a change from before, where I was forcing people to go the exact amount of spaces. If you rolled a 5, you had to move 5 spaces. You couldn't move more or less than that. So now the roll that you get is a roll for a maximum number of movement spaces. And you actually don't have to move at all. That is another change. So now whenever you roll a 6, that means you can move up to 6 spaces, but you can move from 1 to 6 spaces, or you don't have to move at all. So that is a change I made since last time. Which kind of makes it more of a tactical game than more like the way Mario Party handles it. Like when you get a roll, you have to move that exact number of spaces. That was kind of, I think, where that originally came from, but after thinking about it, I'd rather give the player the choice to see where they would want to move. The in-game timer determines the passage of time. Day and night cycles last roughly 20 minutes each. The types of enemies present on the field will change depending on the type of day. Certain abilities will also only activate at certain times of day. For example, the photosynthesis ability only activates during daytime. So instead of having an on-screen timer, I found this nice little sand timer here. You just go up here and insert the number of seconds you want at the top, and then you just flip it, and it comes with an alarm. So the game will alert us with a nice ringing sound when time is up, and we need to switch to the other time of day. So that's nice. I don't have to take track of the on-screen timer anymore. I'll figure out something to put up there in the meantime, because it is kind of a blank space, but I kind of kept it there so that way there was some sort of symmetry with the viewer count on the top left. So it's kind of just a little overlay I made, and originally that's where the timer was, but I was thinking like putting like the current turn up there. I feel like that would be kind of interesting, but that's also something to keep track of. So with that, and by the way, if you read that closely, you would see that Kim, I kind of nerfed her ability a little bit. So restores 5% of HP when ending turn on grass tile during the day. So that ability only activates during the day and not at night. Yeah, my dog is barking right now. Okay, during nighttime there is a movement penalty. Roll 1d6 instead of 2 unless some external effect negates the penalty. For example, the night vision ability. Yeah, we know that. Characters cannot move past impediments unless some external effect allows it. For example, the aerial ability. We knew that. Characters may pass through their allies in a movement route, but cannot pass through their enemies. Yep. When a character takes a non-movement action, that automatically ends their turn. Non-movement actions include using an item, equipping an item, battling an enemy, landing on an event space, using an ability, and so forth. Characters are allowed to move before performing an action, but not after. Hopefully that is very obvious, but if you need any of these explained, just let me know. But yeah, basically, you can move before doing something, you can't move after doing something. That's all the rule is saying. Characters can use items on themselves regardless of positioning. However, in order to use an item on another character, they must be positioned in a tile adjacent to the target. So you can always use an item on yourself, but in order to use an item on one of your friends, you gotta be next to them. Characters are not forced to perform actions during their turn, including movement. For example, moving to a space next to an enemy does not mean you must engage them. You may perform another action or simply end your turn. So just because you're next to an enemy doesn't mean you have to fight them. Again, these should be rather obvious. Multiple characters may engage in a single fight. This can be done either through a link or a pincer. So a link is when two allies are standing next to one another. If an enemy engages a character that is linked, their comrade will aid them in battle. Multiple characters can be linked at once. For example, 3 characters in an L formation. This constitutes a chain. A maximum of 6 characters can be chained together at a time. If more than 6 are chained together, the ones who will battle will be chosen by the defending player. And then a pincer is when 2 allies engage an enemy from multiple sides. Both allies will join the fight. So think of a link as a defensive formation where allies defend each other from an enemy, and a pincer as an offensive formation where allies attack an enemy together. Characters that are linked cannot perform a pincer attack and vice versa. So this one, I made a little images to help explain that. So for example, let's say we have Juan here and 2 Rattata. This would be an example of a pincer attack. So this Rattata could walk up to Juan from the left and then end its turn. This other Rattata could come up to Juan from the right and then engage Juan. Because this Rattata is on Juan's other side, this starts a pincer attack, so Juan would have to face both Rattata in the same battle. And of course, it doesn't have to be from the sides. You can do it from, from the north or south as well as the east and west. So a pincer attack from both the side and from below, Juan will fight both Rattata in the same fight. So that's just how pincer attacks work. If you don't understand links, One attacks the Rattata. However, its ally is below it, meaning they are linked. The bottom Rattata will defend its ally, meaning one will fight both. So pincer attacks are offensive, links are defensive. So the reason why they're linked is because one is attacking the Rattata. He's going on the offensive. However, because its ally is next to it, that means it's defending it. One of the reasons I decided to explain this is because during the last stream, Kevin was engaging like a Weedle. And he ended up fighting two Weedle and a Kakuna in the same fight, and Nemo was in the call, and he seemed very confused as to why he would have to fight all three at once. And this is basically the explanation. I give an example of this. One attacks the northernmost Rattata. However, its ally is below it, meaning they are linked. The southernmost Rattata is linked to the previous one, forming a chain 3. One will fight all three Rattata in battle. So if you see chain 2, that means that there's two Rattata chained together. They're linked. If you see a chain 3, that means all three are linked together. So if you attack one, you're going to have to fight all three because they're sort of defending each other. Hopefully that makes sense. That's why I made these sort of picture examples to help you understand the differences between the two. Okay. And as I mentioned, characters that are linked cannot perform a pincer attack and vice versa. So if you're linked, that's a defensive formation, as I was saying. But if you go into a pincer attack, you're breaking the defensive formation to go into an offensive formation. If a character is 4 levels or higher than an enemy, they may enter auto battle mode. This applies only to normal fights. It does not apply to event, sub-boss, or boss battles. Okay, so this is something that Nemo and I were discussing last time, is that some battles take a while. And one of the biggest time sinks for these streams, frankly, is setting up different fights. And a lot of times these fights kind of end in like one move because there's such a discrepancy in levels. So now I am going to make it a rule that if your character is 4 levels or higher, you're just going to enter auto battle mode, which, to explain real quick, I should have it on screen. I have the Pokemon Showdown calculator here. So all I would do is I would just take the stats of the characters, put them in this calculator, and then I would do a roll. And then I would just kind of do a fake fight in the calculator. And so that way it's just much quicker than going into an actual stadium fight. There might be some exceptions. Like if you're fighting a chain, for instance, we might not do auto battle because that's going to be inherently more difficult with multiple opponents. But for basic one-on-one fights, if you're like way over leveled, there's no reason to go into the battle simulator. We'll just do the calculator. And if you want to actually watch your fights in Pokemon Stadium, just let me know. But otherwise, we'll default to the calculator, and that'll just make fights much quicker. There's that. If a character can pick up and place objects, such as via the telekinesis ability, they may carry objects with them. Objects that are carried can be placed in a movement path, including in front of the character. Picking up and placing objects both count as ability actions. Picking up and placing objects both count as ability actions. It will end that character's turn when performed. Carrying an item results in a movement penalty, -1d6, as long as the character possesses the item. So I did this because I think Fiddle was kind of confused about what Kevin's ability is, which telekinesis can lift level 1 objects. So like, I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to take Kevin, I'm going to clone him, and bring him over here. Now these barrels are level 1 objects. So what Kevin can do is, if he's next to the barrel, he can pick it up and carry it with him, which we would just do, like, we just combine this to Kevin and grab him, and they both come together. And so what, if Kevin grabs that, that ends his turn. And then with a movement penalty, he can move around with the barrel, right? And there are various reasons why you might want to do that. For example, if we come down here, we might see that there's a river here, and there's a couple of barrels that Kevin can pick up. Well, maybe he can put those barrels in the river so his friends can cross it. Various little things like that. So that should explain a couple of different things about why you would want to do that. Okay, notebook. Activating a tutor event will allow the character to learn a move depending on the tutor. There are two sets of moves that can be learned from a tutor, dojo moves and egg moves. Dojo moves are taught by Hitmonlee, whereas egg moves are taught by Chansey. The list of moves that can be learned will be randomized depending on the player's level. If a Chansey appears during either a merchant or move tutor event, the party may gift her either a Lucky Punch or Lucky Egg should they have one in their inventory. Gifting the Chansey a Lucky Punch will allow up to 3 party members, including the one who activated the event, to learn egg moves. A Lucky Egg will allow up to 6 members, including the one who activated the event, to learn egg moves. So basically, I got the spreadsheet. I'm going to show this real quick so you guys can see that I had plenty of time to do things. So I made a nice little spreadsheet. Let's see, can I zoom in here? So this, of course, shows you the levels, HP, speed, the experience required to hit the next level, and also what level you might learn certain moves at. And then down here, we have tutor moves. So there are some moves that you can learn from the dojo, which is Hitmonlee, and then you have egg moves, which you can learn from Chansey. There's other moves as well, but I haven't really figured out how to integrate these yet. But yeah, so this would be like a nice quick reference in case you want to know, like, what exactly are the moves I can learn from a tutor? Well, they're all listed down here. And this spreadsheet will be very handy because now I don't have to look up all the various stat changes at each level, so that's nice. Okay. And yeah, if you meet a Chansey during an event, if you give her a Lucky Punch, the person that activates the event gets to learn a move, as well as 2 other members of the party. And then if you give her a Lucky Egg, that allows you to give it up to 5 other members of your party. And we have a Lucky Punch, so that's why I mentioned last time that it's interesting that we got that, because I was planning to have a Chansey event. In fact, the Santa Deli Bird that was up here was originally going to be a Chansey event until I decided that it would be better if we had something Christmas related. So, yeah. As you can see, I also put all of my items into these bags, so it looks a little bit nicer than having everything strewn about here. If you go up to the bag, you can just click search, and it'll show you all the different contents. Nice thing about the bag, too, is that you can grab it and like shuffle it, and then you can just randomly pick an item out of the bag. So that's an easier way to randomize if we want to do that. Anything else? Anything else? So we added item bags, we had the rules. Hopefully the rules make sense. I changed Kim's ability. We're starting with Kevin because it actually ended last time. Showed the spreadsheet. Oh yeah, territories and behaviors. Something I was talking with Nemo after our last stream is the fact that characters, or enemies rather, are kind of static on the screen. So now you can see there's these red lines that indicate territories. If you hover over an enemy, it'll let you know its behavior, which is under all of these plus signs. The Rattata is territorial, so it will prowl and defend its territories. So now, every round, when the enemies come up, we're going to have to roll theirs if they want to move or not. So now a Rattata can move in this entire space. It's no longer a matter of you just kind of walk into the enemy and fight them. They actually kind of scour their territories. And there's a couple of different behaviors. The Poliwag is cautious. Does not seek fights, but engages if threatened. This Rattata is aggressive. Will roam map and start fights. So it's not linked to a territory, but it will move around the map randomly. These Weedle will prowl and defend territories. Kakuna tends to be neutral, can be called into action. So a docile mon will not generally go up and engage and fight you, so you can kind of walk by and they won't really pay much mind. But they can be called into action, like, say this Ledian here is a boss, and if the Ledian sees you enter its territory, it can actually call... Okay, should be back here. I don't know where it cut me off. Right, this Ledian is a boss. Docile Mons can be called by the boss. Yeah, the docile Mons typically don't want to fight you. The boss can call them to come and fight you if you enter its territory or whatever. All these different issues. Maybe I will push through and still stream, but it's kind of annoying me right now. Alright, anything else I need to explain? I explained this. I explained the bags. Explained all that. Put a legendary Pokemon we have to avoid. I did think about doing that with like Entei or something, like having him roam the map. Alright. I don't think Fiddle and Cam are going to join because I know that they're doing things right now, so I'll go ahead and take their turns for them. We're going to start with Kevin. Is there anything else I need to go over, or do I just start? Okay. I think we're probably good. Let me go ahead and flip the timer and we'll get started here. All right. Five. Okay. Up next is me. I don't think he will. I mean, he's in the territory, but he's pretty strong. This level 2 isn't going to do anything, but... 4. I'm gonna go for this event here. Chance time. Let me put the wheel on the screen. Oh, we got an item. Cool. I feel like every chance time is usually like a battle, but I think most of them have been battles. Okay, we get an item. Let's spend the item then. I forget how I was going to handle this. I think I'm going to do the same thing as like a treasure chest. Here we go. And we're going to get a healing item. What healing item are we going to get? And we get an awakening. Okay. Well, it's better than nothing. Get in the bag. Get in the bag. Why won't you get in the bag? Okay. My music? No, stop. Okay. What if you had one-time special moves like Abra could teleport and switch with others, or Charmander could burn a tree and make space to move? That I mean that's possible. I think that would work more with like abilities, though. Okay, we got an awakening. And get rid of the unknown tile. I honestly feel like the unknown tiles add a lot. they make it a lot more fun. I think that's why everyone wants to go for them, because it's just so exciting. It's completely random. Okay. Now it's Nemo's turn. Okay, Nemo gets a 5. Now, I'm going to make a suggestion, Nemo. I think before you said you wanted to go east and then south, so like you wanted to go this way. If I were you, I would fight this Raticate. Because if anyone else goes in through this territory, I mean, it's kind of like one of the advantages you have is that you have the aquatic ability, right? So this water tile, you could actually be on this water tile, whereas the rest of us can't, and you can attack this Raticate. If the rest of us try to do that, though, we'd have to go in through the front, and that means we have to go through all of these dang Rattata. So you could easily fight this Raticate and then get the chest if you wanted. But I guess that's what you want to do. Okay. I mean, it's risky because it's a boss fight, but hey, why not? Let's start off with the boss fight. Let me get that set up. I mean, I'm probably going to fight this Ledian, so I'm going to have my own boss fight to contend with. Of course, Nemo could get owned here. We'll see what happens. One thing I did not mention is that I kind of buffed the enemies a little bit since the last stream. I felt like we were winning a little too easily. Alright, I got it set up and ready to go. Nice, nice, nice. And the Raticate has been eradicated. Alright. So, where does that put? Eradicate level 6 gives it 99 experience. $262 plus 99 is 361. And Nemo gains a level. 419 is the next one. And Nemo is level 8. And his HP is 33. Excellent. And we should change his speed stat up here. His new speed stat is 19. Okay. Still not as fast as me. And I am not as fast as Kevin. So. But hey, all that damage you took did not matter, and that's kind of the thing with boss battles. You might get enough experience to gain a level that, as long as you live, you'll get a full heal off of it. Yeah, I mean Abra is just really fast. Okay, excellent. One thing I was thinking about doing is also do like drops from enemies. Like if you defeat enemies, there's like a chance to get an item off of them. Something like that. Like a normal RPG. Alright, Juan is up next. Juan gets a 7. This is interesting because Juan could fight this Rattata. And that would help out his buddy Kevin. He could also ignore him and do something else. It's up to him. Juan, what you wanna do? I mean, you gonna be a good friend, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You want to fight them, put them in the middle. I guess that makes sense. I mean, the thing is, I'm the DM, so it's kind of up to me of who they attack or not. I guess that makes sense. I can understand that because Kevin is a higher level than you, so maybe they would go after you thinking you're the weak one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what you wanted to do, right? Okay. That's the end of Juan's turn. Wait, was it 7? Yeah, it was 7, wasn't it? Okay. But I mean, you can go 6 if you want. It doesn't matter. Like I said, that's the new rule. If you roll a 7, it's anywhere between 0 and 7. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. If you don't want to do anything, you should let me know, though. Okay, we're going to roll for Kim here. And Kim gets a 7. But as a demonstration of our new rule, I'm going to have remove 2. And we're going to do another event spin. Random event. Here we go. A shop? Interesting. Okay, so for a shop, we're going to randomize 3 items that we can buy. We're going to use this to determine the 3 items. Okay. A berry. A healing item. And a healing item, okay. So let's randomize what berry will be for sale. A miracle berry. Okay, that's a pretty good one actually. And then what healing items are going to be up for sale? An awakening. It seems the game likes that item today. And a revive. Nice. I should mention that these items are one-ofs that we can buy. So it's not like you can buy an infinite number of revives or anything like that. We could also sell to this shopkeeper. I should have made like a shopkeeper sprite, but for now we're going to use our imagination. Okay, so if you don't know, our money is listed here. We have 1,000. A miracle berry is going to cost 10. I could set them out, actually, if I wanted to. Here. Okay, so these 3 items are going to be for sale. The awakening costs 250. The revive costs 1,500. And then the miracle berry, I didn't put a buy there. I shouldn't include berries. I should just include healing items. But for now, we'll say it's just 10. Because the buy is always twice the sell, as you can see. First off, I suggest that we sell our star piece and our tiny mushroom. Does anyone object to this? Because these are basically meant to be sold. Because if we sell the star piece, that's going to give us about 5,000 more extra dollars, which will let us... I mean, we only have 1,000 now, and the revive costs 1,500. But getting another revive would be sweet. Oh, Nemo says it's cool with him, so we're going to sell the star piece. And we'll sell Cheese's tiny mushroom, too. So that's 2,500 plus 4,900. My brain is not good at math right now. It's 5,150. Okay, so 6,150. Sorry, Cheese. Oh, by the way, because you did that, you're not going to do Truffle Shuffle this turn. Get owned. Okay. So we have 6,150. We might as well buy the revive, right? What's 6,150 minus 1,500 would be 4,650. Okay. Okay, 4650. I'm gonna come up with something different. We'll go ahead and buy the Miracle Berry. That's only 10. So 4640. Miracle Berry is actually like the best berry because like the Paralysis Cure Berry specifically cures paralysis, but the Miracle Berry like cures all status problems regardless of what they are, so that's a pretty good berry to get. Actually probably the best to get in all honesty. And then finally this Awakening. I don't really feel like we need this, but we can buy it. I mean, we do have the money. It's up to you guys. The Awakening just, if you have the sleep status, helps you wake up from it. We already have one, but I mean, we do have surplus cash, so we could buy another if we wanted. It's 250, so leave it. I was kind of thinking the same thing. We don't really need it. It'd be better if we ran into, like, and got more revives in the future. Revives are going to be pretty handy, I think. Unless Cheese wants to buy the Awakening, I think we're going to leave it. Don't take all day to decide on this Awakening. Jeez. Okay, yeah. Alright. Actually, not too bad. We got a Revive and a Miracle Berry out of that. Thank you, Kim. We also need to think about giving Kim some more experience, because she's one of our lowest level members. Okay, Kim is done. And then Sam is over here. This poor guy has been, like, waiting for us forever to help save him. Okay. So now that that's over, we're going to do enemy turns. We'll start with this Rattata right here. He's going to roll a 9. 1, 2, 3. And he's going to use his ability to bring up this one. That ends his turn. Okay, now this one's going to move. It's not going to move, but it's going to call up this Rattata. And now this Rattata is going to move, and it's going to fight, and it's going to be a pincer attack. Here we go. Let me get that set up. Sorry, Cheese, but you asked for this. I should make like a graphic that says pincer attack or chain attack. And for what it's worth, I'm pretty sure I buffed these Rattata as well, so we'll see how this goes. Cheese might be biting off more than he can chew here. We also need to equip our guys with items, by the way, because we have items. Rattata 1. Oh man, I just realized these Rattata, the level 4 has water gun. Cheese might get owned here. And, okay, there we go. So, let's figure out the experience here. 32 plus 24 plus 16 is 72. What is Juan's current experience? 287 plus 287 plus 72 is 359. Okay, he does not gain a level up from that. I should have wrote down his HP. Does anyone remember what it was? Yeah, it was only a little bit off. It was 22? Okay. I'll take your word for it. You should be paying attention to that. He is your character, after all. It helps me when you take note of your character statistics for me. Although the reason why I didn't do it is because, honestly, I thought you'd probably get a level up out of it, but I forgot that Juan's experience is like... he requires way more experience than the rest of us. Okay. Well, now that Juan stole all of Kevin's experience from him, anything else we should do? I've got an idea. Well, we do have these aggressive enemies. Let's roll and see what they get. Because aggressive enemies get their own turns. I knocked over a barrel. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just to add a little bit of variation to the map. Oh my god. That die went flying. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One thing I also think would be fun is if enemies fought each other. Like this Pidgey might have its eye on these Caterpie because it's hungry. So we could do like auto battles for things like that. I would have to take account of all of their stats, but I kind of already do that. And then there's another Rattata. Let's spin for him. He gets a 10. I'm going to move him to the north. 1. Okay. Alright. I think that's fine. I was thinking about having this Rattata, because it can move around its territory, go after Nemo. I think it's kind of funny that Nemo... I don't know. I like the idea that Nemo kind of came in from behind, jumped this Raticate, and wants to steal the treasure chest. I like that. It makes Nemo seem like a real jerk. Or an assassin. I guess assassins can be jerks. Okay. Now we're going to go back to Kevin. She says he wants to fight these Caterpie in the Metapod. I can understand that. The Metapod is free experience. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That's Kevin's turn. How much time do we have? Doesn't look like much. My turn. I roll a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am going to fight this Ledian. I could go for the chest, but see, I'm using some strategy. This Ledian is a boss, and if I fight the Ledian one-on-one, that's just a one-on-one fight. But if I go for the chest first, the Ledian will call the Ladybug, and then I'll have to do a much harder fight. So I'm just going to fight the Ledian one-on-one now. Let me set that up. Oh, and our timer just ended, so after this fight, we're going to go to nighttime. Make sure to remind me. Okay, chase. Oh, goodness. This Ledian might be an issue for me. It has... I know its moveset. Let's hope Ember can help me. Cool. And I have defeated the Ledian. Goodbye. Yeah, if I got hit by another rollout, I was dead though. 134 experience. That will surely give me another level up. So 376 plus 134. Should bring me to 510. Excellent. My next one is at 560. Okay, level 9. And my HP goes from 31 to 34. My speed stat should not exceed Kevin's, but we'll see. My speed stat... Oh, hang on! Hey! Get owned, Kevin! Get owned! My speed stat is now 25. Heck yeah. I am the fastest until Kevin gets his next level up. Alright. I'm not sure how to handle these ladybug behavior. Maybe they'll become vengeful that I killed the Ledian. I don't know. Or maybe they just chill out. And they're like, well, you killed our boss, so... yeah, there's nothing we can do now. They are docile, though, so... yeah, I think we'll just leave them alone. I mean, Ladybug's not doing anything wrong, right? Oh, but hang on. We gotta change the nighttime, right? There we go. And actually, because of that, we need to turn these Ladybug into Spinnerack. That is its own issue, because Spinnerack is kind of aggressive. Level 3. Level 4. And this one is also level 4. So, yeah. Anything else? We should change out Pidgey to Hoot Hoot. Okay. Hoot Hoot to level 4. I don't know, I kind of like the day and night system. And it feels apropos because Gold and Silver were the games that introduced day and night. Okay. So that ends my turn, right? Right, because I'm the one who initiated the fight. So now Nemo's turn. Nemo probably wants this treasure chest, but he can do whatever he wants. He gets a 1, so you might as well do it. Okay. We'll put you here, and we'll go for the medium treasure chest, which gives us 3 item spins. Okay, let's get that set up. We get a valuable. Cool. More things we can sell to make money. We get a berry. I was kind of hoping for a held item, but fine. And finally, we get another valuable. Okay. Nemo is making it rain with all these valuables. Let's go ahead and randomize the valuables. We're going to get a pearl, Mr. Krabs' daughter, and we'll also get a big pearl. Okay, Nemo likes pearl necklaces, I guess. Big pearl. And then let's randomize the berry. And the berry Nemo gives us is the bitter berry. That seems appropriate. Awesome. So Nemo gives us pearls and a bitter berry. Let's get those. Search. Pearl. Big pearl. Why does it not go in? There, thank you. We got a pearl and a big pearl. The big pearl, that's worth 700. Or the little pearl is worth 700. The big pearl is worth 3750. So keep that in mind. And we got a bitterberry. Which bitterberry is for confusion. Okay. We got a lot of items so far. Awesome. Okay, Nemo took his turn. Now it's time for Juan to do his thing. 5. Oh, well, Juan, you can in fact fight these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you would be nice to Kevin. I'm assuming that's what you want to do. It is? Okay. Let me go ahead and get that set up. It's really weird. Like, the background music is very low for me, but it must be higher for you guys, because I can see it on the mixer that it's almost... It's not quite as high as my voice. I was wondering how the music could be so loud for you guys, because it was hardly loud for me, but there's a discrepancy between what I can hear and what you can hear. What levels is Metapod? It's 4. Okay. So Juan, of course, is going to do a tough challenge. He's going to beat up a bunch of Caterpie in a Metapod, because he's a real tough guy. And there we go. Good job, Juan. You won the battle. 4, 4, 4. Goodbye. And that Metapod was guarding an unknown square, if you want to go there. But first, let's get your experience points in. I just realized I didn't flip that. There we go. Okay, so Caterpie, level 4, 30 times 3, 90, plus 41. 131. What is Cheese's current? 131 plus 359. Okay. That puts Cheese at 490. You get a level up, Cheese. Let me open the spreadsheet. Cheese. You're only level 6. So Cheese, or Juan, I should say, is level 7. Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, 640. Yeah. Cheese requires so much more experience than the rest of us. And at level 7, your HP becomes 30. Now, let's see what your new speed stat is going to be. I bet you're a real speedster. So Juan is level 7. His new speed stat is 18. Okay. That is true. You do require more experience than the rest of us, so that is something to consider. Maybe fighting multi-battles is best handled by you. Nemo and I have been doing pretty good on the boss fights, though. Okay. Now, Juan has ended his turn. Kim is going to be next. Let me do something here real quick. But the one who really could use some experience is Kim. It's fine. Let's roll for Kim. She's going to get a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give her this unknown square. Let's see what we get. Let's open up the spinner. Random event. Here we go. And Kim gets a battle. Okay. Let's randomize and see what kind of battle she gets here. I'll take the die. Let's roll it. 3. A Kakuna. Okay. What level? A level 5 Kakuna. Okay. You know what? That's good though, because this should give her an easy. This should give her an easy level up, and that'll fully heal her because she's not at full HP. She's at 15. Let's do this. Let me go ahead and set this up. I feel like I should have something going on when I'm setting up fights. I don't know, what do you guys think? Yeah, like a quasi-loading screen, like have a bunch of Machops in a construction site. Currently setting up the fight here. Please hang on. Because I mean, right now you guys are just kind of staring at the screen. I'm doing things off screen, so... I guess I could show you what I'm doing in Stadium, but I feel like it's more immersive if I just switch to the fight itself. Okay, there we go. Is nobody there? I guess not, because nobody answered my question. Well, yeah, I mean, my internet went out. I was making comments. I didn't know if anyone was there. Like, did you guys not see the entire battle I just did? The mic is muted during the battle? I didn't know that. Well, thanks for letting me know. I have been talking during the fights. No, I was making all kinds of comments. Do you want me to talk during the fights? Yeah, I was talking about how like Kakuna in the first generation, it had arms that moved out. You could see it in the sprites and some of the artworks, and they kind of retconned that part of the design. Same thing with Charmander. It used to have a little bump on its back, and then they retconned it to not have it anymore. I think that must be because I... yeah, it must be because I changed the mic settings earlier this stream. I didn't think about that. That doesn't change it for all of the different scenes. Because the battle scenes are a different scene in Streamlabs. Oh well, I didn't really say anything important, so I was just kind of talking about things. I guess as long as you guys can hear the music. And so anyway, Kakuna level 5 is 50 experience. That does give Kim a level up. That's funny for the immersion purposes. Oh, no, that's a technical screw up. I said 50, right? So it's 207. Finally, Kim gets a level up. I mean, I totally did that intentionally. Just don't listen to me. 236. I'm just a genius. 26 HP. And then Kim, her speed stat is now 15. Sorry, Chikorita, you're slower than Swinub. Okay. That ends Kim's turn. Sam is not going to move. We could make Sam move, but I think it's safer to go and save him ourselves. Okay. Now the enemy's turn, so the Spinarak is going to come after me. But we can do the showdown thing for that. Hang on. Instead of setting up a fight, let me set that up real quick. What level is this guy? 3? Yeah. Just take this. Okay. Well, finally, we get to test this out. Okay. So I would go first. I would just use Ember. Ember does 138 to 166. Okay, so that's a guaranteed one-hit KO from Ember. Okay. And there we go. I win the fight. That's much faster. Okay, Spinarak level 3. It gives me 23 experience. $533. There's actually like a way to program it so like you can have them knock into each other to do damage. I haven't gotten that much into the scripting, though. But it's pretty cool for stuff like D&D. You can have the figurines hit each other to do damage. Okay, 533. Let's go ahead and do some movements for the aggressive boys. 1, 4, 1, I kind of like this. It does mix up the map a little bit. It's not as relevant right now because this was like a last minute decision, but it's better than just everyone sitting around doing nothing. Okay, let's see if we can try to get in another round. We're making some progress here, I will say that. Okay, Kevin is up. Kevin gets a 6. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to activate Kevin's ability. And he's going to take this barrel with him. So after all this time, we finally get to see Kevin's mystical telekinesis ability come into action. That ends his turn. Up next is me. I pretty much know what I want to do. And I get a 1, so let's do it. Let's take this chest. 3 item spins. Get a berry. We get a valuable. And another berry. It's like that's like the inverse of what Nemo got. Nemo got 2 valuables and a berry. I got 2 berries and a valuable. Okay, fine. Let's see what berries we get. The first one we get, a poison cure berry. That could be useful actually. Spin another berry. To some extent, yeah. And I get a burnt berry. Of course I do. I'm a Charmander. All of my berries are burnt. And then let's spin a valuable. We have not gotten a nugget yet. Tiny mushroom. I thought Cheese was the only one with the tiny mushroom around here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let us get the items. Search. Poison cure berry. Burnt berry. And we'll get a tiny mushroom. I'll organize all these after the stream is over. Okay. That ends my turn. I set a card face down and end my turn. Nemo's next. Nemo rolls a 3. Well. Well, do you want to fight the Poliwag or do you want to go to the unknown tile? You are level 8, so the Poliwag would be an auto fight, if that's what you want. Unless you want to see Poliwag, because we haven't seen it yet. Okay, auto fight. Alright. me set it up. And no. Okay, we got that. Okay. Now this is an interesting situation because how do we want to do damage rolls here? Poliwag, I don't think it. So Poliwag is going to do like 1 damage per. You can't do 0 damage. It has to be at least be 1. So if Nemo does scratch, it kind of depends. 0.1% chance to 2-hit KO. So that means Nemo is probably going to do 3 scratches to get the victory. He could use Razor Wind, but Razor Wind is a 2-turn attack. I would think Nemo would do 3 scratches to win. So if Nemo does 3 scratches to win, he's going to take 2 bubbles. So Nemo's only going to take 2 damage, it seems, based on this calculation. So that should work out fine. Okay, so Nemo is down to 31 HP. Poliwag is gone. And what does Poliwag give us in terms of experience? 44 experience, okay. $405. Nemo needs 14 experience for another level up. Yep, no problem, buddy. Okay. So that ends Nemo's turn. Let's have Juan go next. Juan gets a 2. I guess Juan could go for that unknown space if he wants. The random event. Might as well, there's nothing else you could really do. No reroll. The heck? What does Juan get? I don't think we've gotten nothing. And just as I say that, Juan gets nothing. Hooray. Okay. Thanks, Juan. Wand ends on a grass tile. I remember this. We're going to truffle shuffle. Gets a 5 or a 6. He gets a 1. Yeah. A 1 for 1. Wow. Great turn, buddy. Okay, Kem is up next. Kim rolls a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's that. You know what? Let's go ahead and do another turn each. We're making progress. Kevin is up next. Kevin rolls a 6. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to use Kevin's ability. If I can remember how to do this. How do I unlock these? Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. I forgot how to do this. Hang on. Oh. Is this what you do? You just draw to nothing. Okay. And I'm going to use his ability to put a barrel here. Oh my goodness, folks. That's pretty good progress, actually. Good job, Kevin. Okay, I'm up next. I roll a 6. I might. Maybe for next time, I'll fight those Spinnerack. I want to see how much we can get finished here. I mean, I'm not like on a huge time limit, but I know Nemo's going to go soon. It'd be really cool to make the bridge. Okay, so that's my turn. What's Nemo's gonna do here? Nemo gets a 4. Nemo, would you like to fight this other Poliwag and get a level up? Okay. And you can go on this water tile, so that works out. Let's set that up real quick. Should just be the same thing. Yep. Actually, it is the same thing, so this Poliwag loses. How much was it? Was it 44? 44 experience for Nemo. Okay, 449. And Nemo is now level 9. That gives him an HP stat of 39. Wait, what? Oh, 36, sorry. I was like, that would be a drastic jump in HP. Awesome. Does Nemo learn anything at level 9? No. Nemo doesn't learn a move until level 13. No, cheater. What's Nemo's speed stat? It's not higher than mine, I can tell you that. Nemo's speed stat is 21. So Nemo is 2 levels higher than Kevin and still has less speed. That shows you how fast Abra is. Okay. That ends Nemo's turn. Man, those auto battles, they actually save a lot of time. Juan is up next. Juan gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time I count his numbers, I say 1, 2. Okay. Kim, you're next. Kim, where would you like to go? I know you're in the chat, right? Let's roll hers. She gets a 3. 1, 2, 3. No, I like this. All of our party members are converging here. That's exactly what I want. Because we're all going to be heading right over here. So we're going to do it together. That ends Kim's turn. Bypass Sam. Be really nice if it was daytime. It should almost be time for that, actually. Okay. I'll go ahead and roll Kevin. 6. Gonna move him here. Gonna use his ability to take this barrel. Okay. Ends Kevin's turn. Let's roll me. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right now, we're like speedrunning the map, so I'm fine with this. Nemo's turn. Sorry, Kim. Nemo gets a 1. He gets a 1. There's that. 1. What you gonna do? 6. 1, 2, 3. We'll just have you in there. Kim. One, 2 for Kim. Sam. We are doing some, like, now that we're not fighting anyone, this is going pretty fast. 3. And that signals daytime. Hang on. So 1, 2, because we can now, well, we should be allowed to be on this barrel. Okay, just pretend. I think I need to lift that a little bit more. Okay. And we'll set this barrel here. And there we go. We can now cross the river and go to the other side. Well, you see, there was no... this river was going to be an impediment for us cheese. Because the only one who can cross it is Nemo. But now that we've made a barrel bridge, we can all jump across. So I'm over here. As soon as I cross that way, and you kind of get the idea. Because we need to go and save Sam, and also go into this fog where the boss is. I'm going to do another set of turns. Because I want to move us along here a little bit. Because I think if I move us along just a little bit, on Friday we can do the last episode, right? And now that it's daytime, we'll have much higher rolls. Let's go ahead and flip that. Did Kevin just move? I think he did, right? That's no problem, Nemo. Like I said, I'm just going to try and move us into the territory real quick. That is no problem, buddy. I will see you tomorrow, Nemo. I'm only going to stream for just a little bit longer. Okay, so now, of course, with 2 die. 1, 2, 3, 4. There I go. Nemo is up next. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's Nemo's turn. 1 is up to bat. Juan gets a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, as soon as we get 2 die, or 2 die, whatever. We were getting higher rolls with 1 than we are with 3. Kim gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That ends her turn. Sam. Okay, Kevin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Yeah. Kevin. Let's roll for me. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 for Nemo. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have Nemo fight this Rattata. No, he's not here, but let's just get this bad boy out of the way. If we can. Why are you not letting me export? Thank you. Okay. Tackle does 2... I mean, I could show you guys, just in case you don't believe me. Tackle will do 2 damage. 2 scratches ends the fight. So, Nemo takes 2 damage. Uh, 34. And level 2 Rattata gives Nemo 16 experience. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at math. 14 plus, or 449 plus 16 is 465. My music stopped. Okay, cool. To keep that in mind, Nemo is not at full HP. Juan is up next. Juan rolls a 2. Let's put him here. What in the world? I thought daytime would give us better rolls, but apparently not. Okay, Juan. Kim. Kim gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Oh. Well, I put Kim into range of his Pidgeotto. That's not good. We'll save that for next time. Sam? Okay. Okay, everyone. So, we have made some stellar progress. Actually, we only have a little bit more to go. Just up here. So next time, Kim, I guess, is going to fight this Pidgeotto. I didn't actually end her turn. Like, I had her move. Maybe I should equip her with something. What? I don't know. It's fine, though. We got 2 revives. In case this Pidgeotto decides to blow her away. Which it probably will, unless we figure out some sort of strategy. So next time, Kim is going to fight this Pidgeotto, and we're going to continue our way. Literally, this pathway up here is where we need to go in order to finish this map. So we made some real good progress today. All right, everybody, thank you all. Thank you, Cheese. Thank you, Casual. Thank you, Nemo. And I will see you guys on Friday for, hopefully, the final chapter of Pokemon Dungeons Web of Darkness. I will see you there. Take care.